everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Y'all, let's do some amazing paper crafting. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by. And welcome to all of my new subscribers, and a big thank you to everyone who is supporting me and supporting my channel in so many positive ways. If you're new to my channel, I hope that you'll stick around, watch the whole video, and then I hope that you'll make the decision to subscribe. Because today we have a really fun, awesome project. We're going to make what I'm calling faux shadow boxes. And the beauty of these boxes, 2 sections to each box, so you can put something here and something different here. I'll give you a closer look in just a minute, but y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, y'all, so here's a look at today's awesome project. When finished, it measures 8.5 by 3 by 1. And this really is a sweet little all-purpose box that you can make. But this box has a little twist. First of all, it opens at both ends. So that's going to make this a really nice flat fold. But we also have an insert that we can put in, and that gives us the opportunity to make the box so that you can place something on this end and place something separate on this end. Super easy to make. So remember, it's a flat fold box, so you can make bunches of these and store them, pull them out when you need them. And I made both of these using file folders, and that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to use those file folders that I bought from PopShelf. But you don't need file folders to make this project because the measurements are easily transferable to a 12 by 12 piece of decorative cardstock. So here's what you're going to need to make it. So I have a piece of acetate, and my acetate measures 2 7/8 by 8 1/4. Then I'm using 1/2 of a file folder to make the box, and we're going to trim that piece down, and it will measure 8 1/4 by 11 3/8. So if you want to use cardstock, those measurements will work for that as well. 8 1/4 by 11 3/8. Then I have the insert piece, and this insert piece is going to measure 2 7/8 by 10. That's all that we're going to need to make this project, and it's going to be so easy. And to put my project together, I'm going to be using my double-sided tape runner. This is a very good quality snail tape runner, so I'm able to use it to put a box like this together. Otherwise, I would be using either my scrappy tape or I would be using my reptile adhesive. For this project, I am going to use my high quality tape runner. Now, if you don't have this tape runner, a tape runner like Tombow will also be a good tape runner to use on this project. So we're going to take our piece that measures 8 1/4 by 11 3/8, and on the 8 1/4 inch side, we're going to score this at 3, at 4, at 7, and at 8. Then we're going to rotate it to the 11 3/8 inch side, score at 1/2 inch, and at 1 1/2. We're going to rotate it to the opposite 11 3/8 inch side, score at 1/2 inch, and at 1 1/2. That's it for this piece. Then we're going to go ahead and take the insert on the 10 inch side. We're going to score at 4 1/8, 5, and 5 7/8. And so now we're going to fold and burnish all of our score marks. And like I said, you don't have to have a file folder to make this project. I would make sure if I am using my cardstock that I'm using a heavyweight decorative cardstock, because that's going to give you a nice firm box. And here is our last one. So this is going to be one of those projects that what we do here, we do on this end as well. So the first thing that we're going to do is go ahead and free the glue tab. So you're going to have two corner pieces, top and bottom, that we need to get rid of. So I am going to go ahead, angle in here, and then cut straight out here. And on this end, we'll do the same thing. So I'll go to that second score mark. So one score mark, two score marks. And then I can angle in as I'm going down. So there is my adhesive flap right here. Then across the bottom, everywhere that we have a score mark, we're going to go to the second score mark and drag down. So there's one. And now I'll fold these pieces in because I want to reduce these in size. And then I'm going to angle in on both. And so now we have one end that looks like this. We need to make this end look like this end. So we're going to do the same thing. I'll just go up to the second score mark and drag down, angle in. Same thing here. And then I'll angle in right here. So now we'll fold those two pieces in and reduce these two pieces. So now your piece is going to look like this. So both ends match. So now I'm going to take this and we're going to faux put it together because we need to determine what is the back and what is the front. So the back is always going to be where the glue flap lands. So this is the back. This is the piece that will fold over. So I'm just going to bend it backwards because the piece opposite that piece, we want to fold it in. So I am just going to trim away at an angle here. And then I'm going to reduce this and make it really short because all we want is a neat fold over flap. And I'll do the same thing on this end. And you'll see why we are doing it this way in just a minute. Okay, so now that your piece looks like this, we're going to go ahead and place the acetate openings if you want an acetate opening. So I've cut out two pieces that measure 2.5 by 3.5, and I'm going to place them down. So I'm actually coming in about 3/8 of an inch from the bottom. Totally up to you how far in you want to go with yours. But I am just going to take some tape, and I am going to place tape on my pieces. These are just templates that measure 2.5 by 3.5. And then I'm going to place one right there. And then I'll place the other one down. And you can see that I am just using scrap pieces for this. You can cut out some chipboard templates if you want. I am just using scrap. So now I'm going to take this one. And we're going to try to get it pretty matched. Like I said, it won't be perfect, but it will be close enough. So I am going to use my little spatula there to get these nice and stuck. Guys, if you have a die cutter that you want to use for this, you can. For those of you who don't have die cutters, I like to show ways that we can make these beautiful projects without relying on any type of a machine to get it done. So now I'll take my finger blade and we're just going to cut around our template to cut out our piece. So there's one piece cut out, and now we'll finish cutting out the second piece. Just making sure that I have clean cuts going all the way around so I can pop this out. And now we have the template cut out for the acetate piece. We will be taking that acetate piece and placing it in just like that. We want to make sure that when we're putting it down, we put it down so that it falls inside of these two score marks here. So I'm just going to take my tape runner, and I am going to take the tape runner and just go around like this. And I'm going very close to the opening. You can put yours down with glue if you want. So now I'll take my piece of acetate that measures 8 1/4 by 2 7/8, and I'm just going to place it down so that I make sure I'm getting it inside my score marks. And now I can take my tape, place it on these little fold over pieces, and we're going to fold that there. I'm not worried about this tape runner coming undone because I've tried it for a long time and I haven't had any failures with it. But like I said in a previous video, glue is always going to be your best friend if you have any doubts about the strength of your tape or your tape runner. So now you can see this acetate opening on this. Y'all, acetate always helps to kick things up so many notches in terms of how luxurious it looks. I'm going to take that tape runner and I am just going to run me some tape along my adhesive flap. And then all we have to do is match it score mark to score mark. Bring it down. And then just keep matching it as you're going down. And now you're able to see that we have a nice flat fold box. And I'm just going to go along that adhesive strip to make sure we have a nice stick between the two papers. And there is our flat fold box. I'm going to take my scissors and just round the fold-in flaps on both ends. And then I'm also just going to round my little tabs here. I've started doing that lately off camera, and I actually like the way that it looks. So I'm going to start doing that on camera with you guys if I can remember. It just finishes off those tabs really nice and cute. So when we fold over, you can see that we have these nice little rounded tabs. I forgot to round this end, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. If you have a corner rounder, you can use that as well. If you don't, there's always an alternative. So there we have it. We're going to fold that in like that, and then we're going to fold this one in like that. And there is our nice little box. We're going to go ahead and take the 2 7/8 by 10 inch insert that we scored at 4 1/8, 5 and 5 7/8. We're going to fold it in the middle like that, and then we fold that end out, and we fold that end out. And I am just going to use my big old spatula to get those nice crisp folds on this. And now I'm going to take my tape runner and just add tape in between the score marks. And now I can stand that up. And that is how we get our insert. Now I am not going to glue my insert down. I'm actually going to take my insert and just slide it in. If you want it to be permanent, all you need to do is add some glue or some tape. But there is our beautiful, beautiful box that we can now use to put goodies on this end, goodies on this end. You can also try putting in some of those little travel-sized toiletries. On one end, you can put that small bottle of body wash, and on this end, you can put the small bottle of lotion. Makes a great gift. We're going to do one more thing to dress this up. So I have some scrap, and I am just going to use my flower punch to get me a couple of flowers. And so now I'm just going to take this one, and I am going to cut between the petals, and I'm cutting up to the dot in the middle because I just want to take it, and I'm going to curl it just a little bit. Doesn't have to be a whole lot of curl, just enough so that it sits up on this one. And then I have the scrap piece. I'm just going to fold it, and I am going to cut out a couple of leaves the way that we used to do in school. Maybe you cut out snowmen or snowflakes, but I'm just going to cut out some leaves. They are not going to be perfect leaves, but they are going to get my job done for me by placing them like that. So now I'm going to take a little bit of my tape runner, add some tape, and just double stack my flowers. And then I'm going to add some more tape runner. I'm going to place it down so that I can pick up the placement of my leaves. Then I'm going to place some more tape all over the back. And now I'll take this piece, we're going to place it right there, and then I'll just fold up my flower just a little bit. And so there we have it. We now have another beautiful box. You can add a nice little sentiment here, whatever you want to put on it, but you see how easy it is to make these boxes that open top and bottom with a little slide out insert to divide the two sides of the box. You don't have to put that insert in. If you have something long that you want to put in this box, don't put it in and just use the box that way. So there we have it. It is absolutely gorgeous, fun, and festive, and easy. So I have brought the other two back in so that you can see just how gorgeous these are. And I've always said it, that packaging makes the perfect gift. So you can make these in packages of 3 and either gift them or sell them. Totally up to you. Or you can use it as beautiful presentation for a gift that you might be giving. So guys, I hope that you have enjoyed today's awesome video. If you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.